I had always trusted her. We had shared so many moments, laughter, late nights, and even our deepest secrets. But that night, I never saw it coming. She didn't just betray me, she tried to destroy me, to take away everything I had worked for, just to advance her own game. And when the dust settled, it wasn't me who lost everything, it was her. My name's Mason, I'm 32 years old, and I work as a graphic designer in downtown Chicago. Every morning, I wake up to the sound of my alarm buzzing, the faint smell of coffee already drifting through the apartment as I drag myself out of bed. My routine is simple, a little boring even, but it keeps the wheels turning. A cup of coffee, a quick check of emails, then a walk to the office. Nothing fancy, but nothing in my life ever felt quite as real as it did until the betrayal hit, and it came from the last person I ever expected. It started out like any normal day at work, you know? I was sitting at my desk, earbuds in, the hum of the city outside mixing with the soft beat of my music. She walked in like she always did. Sarah, my coworker, my so-called friend. She had been in my life for years, always close, always trusted. I thought we were a team, supporting each other through the grind. She was the one who'd always say things like, "You're so good at what you do, Mason, you deserve more than this." But I never realized the kind of more she was talking about. The more I gave, the more she took. She'd always be there, pretending to be my ally, offering a drink or a snack when the late nights got too long. Little gestures that felt like care, but deep down, I had no idea that she had been plotting, positioning herself to take what I had worked so hard for. Then, that day came. She'd invited me out for a drink after work, said it'd be a good way to wind down after a stressful week. I agreed, of course, she was my friend. We went to a quiet bar, the kind of place with low lighting and the smell of old wood and spilled beer. It was a typical night out until I noticed her slipping something into my drink when I wasn't looking. At first, I thought I was just tired, but then the dizziness hit me, and everything started to blur. Before I could even process what was happening, she leaned in with a grin on her face. "You always think you're so much better than me, don't you, Mason?" Her voice was sharp, almost mocking, as if she had been planning this for months. "This job, this life, you don't deserve any of it." She had been plotting my downfall for weeks, feeding me the poison that would knock me out cold. She was going to take everything. But that was when I realized, I wasn't going down like that. My head was spinning, but I wasn't going to let her see me break. I stood up slowly, steadying myself with the bar counter. She watched, eager for me to crumble, but I could feel the calm sinking in, a sense of control washing over me. I knew exactly what I had to do. Instead of reacting in anger, I walked out of that bar, leaving her stunned behind me. No words, no fight, just a calm exit. The next day, I went straight to the boardroom and laid everything out, the proof, the emails, the text messages. I had been gathering it all without her knowing. She thought she had everything under control, but I had been playing the long game, and I was about to turn the tables on her. She was panicked. I could see it in her texts, in the way she called me repeatedly that morning, her voice frantic through the phone. "Mason, I don't know what you think you're doing, but you don't know what you're messing with." She begged me, pleaded even, as I sat quietly in my office. I didn't respond to her. No need to entertain a losing battle. The tension in the air felt thick, every second like a countdown. She was spiraling, her power slipping away as her actions were exposed. I stayed composed, calm even. This was bigger than personal revenge. It was about dignity. It didn't take long for the news to spread. The board was informed. The CEO called an emergency meeting. I presented everything, the lies, the manipulation, the poison. It was all laid out for everyone to see. And there she was, standing in front of the room. As her world crumbled, the room went silent as she was publicly fired, her reputation shattered in front of colleagues, friends, and peers. The same people she thought she could control now watched her downfall with satisfaction. The power had shifted. As the dust settled, I couldn't help but feel a strange sense of peace. She had lost everything she worked for, but I had regained something far more important, my integrity. I had stayed true to who I was, never resorting to her level of deceit. It wasn't about revenge, it was about standing up for what was right, even when the world seemed to be turning against you. Life went on, the job was mine to keep, but more importantly, I had learned that sometimes, the greatest victory is simply holding your head up high in the face of betrayal. And now, I'm in a better place, stronger, wiser, and more at peace than ever before. If this story resonated with you, if you've ever felt betrayed and wondered how you'd rise above, Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories of triumph over adversity. And remember, karma always has a way of catching up. Stay true to yourself, no matter what.